Hi, hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Ibironke here. Inviting you this afternoon to this short live video on diabetes awareness. If you live in the UK, whether in London or any part of the UK, you probably would have seen some billboard, and if you have not, I will let you know about it now. There is a UK-wide campaign sometime next week on type 2 diabetes awareness within the UK. Is a UK-wide program, and is usually done every year. This year is going to be on the between the 1st and the 7th of April. That week is considered as the type 2 diabetes awareness week. And why am I making this video? Hello, good afternoon. Please share this video for me. Next week, the 1st of April, between the 1st and the 7th of April, is the Diabetes Awareness Week in the UK. Look out for posters and banners around you. It's a UK-wide program that is being spearheaded by the Diabetes UK organization. That is the charity that monitor diabetes in the UK. And they're having this awareness campaign for everyone, not necessarily ethnic minorities, it's for everybody. And that is simply because there is a lot of evidence to suggest that type 2 diabetes is increasing, is on the rise, is in our community now. So I would like to run a campaign with you in mind, for myself as well, actually, for us to make a simple change, to do something simple, one simple change that we can all do next week for just 7 days that can make a difference to our lives. Kindly help me share this video if you're watching. I will try and make this as interactive as possible, but I don't want to stay too long on this. The whole idea behind this is for us to think of something simple that we all can do next week to make an improvement in our health. And I was thinking of maybe a water challenge for everybody, for us to embark on a challenge to drink at least 3 liters of water every day. And if that doesn't sound well with you, there's another thing we can do, because one of the risk factors of developing type 2 diabetes, it's very common within the ethnic minorities, by the way. It's the fact that if you have abdominal fat, that is one of the things you need to watch out for. So I'd like to share with you a simple recipe this afternoon. I'm not going to make it, but I will tell you the ingredients you will need to go get ready, because we're going to do this for 7 days together. For anyone that might be interested in this, for us to do it together, to see what difference we can make to our health, to see what impact just 1 week change can do to our health. Everybody, ethnic minority, we are very at risk of type 2 diabetes by the virtue of our diet and lifestyle. We eat a lot of high carbohydrate food. We are not the one that will do a lot of exercises, and we've been told that it's very predominant in our community. And what will actually make you know is the rise in the number of people that are getting kidney failures and kidney diseases in our community. That is one big indicator for type 2 diabetes. So if you're watching this video, or you're going to be watching at a later time, I will implore you to please join me on this challenge. It's all about your health, by the way. There is no force. If you feel that, I think I need a change, I'm a little bit overweight, or there's diabetes in my family, and by saying this, I know so many of us know one person or the other that has type 2 DM. It's so rampant in our community. Type 2 diabetic is almost like the illness of the black people. So if you know someone who is diabetic, or maybe someone in your family actually has type 2 DM, this video will be beneficial for you. So in order to key into that campaign that is happening from the 1st of April, it's just for a week, by the way, between the 1st and the 7th of April, I would like us to try and possibly detox together as a community. Because sometimes when you find someone challenging you or helping you on the journey, people tend to stick with it more. So what I'd like us to do is, if possible, go to your local pharmacy or any booth or any super drugs around you. Go and check your weight and your height. Try and determine your body mass index. Yeah? Go and check your weight and your height. Determine your body mass index. If your BMI, your body mass index, is well above 25, it shouldn't be more than 30. If your BMI is sitting beyond 30, you will need this thing I'm trying to tell you about this afternoon. This is not just about, oh, they want to separate. No, I'm not interested in that at the moment. I'm interested in about getting you and I healthy in order to key in into this UK-wide campaign, because I know my people, I know my brothers and sisters, we hardly watch out for things like that. And these are the reason why it tends to be that my community, like Black and ethnic minorities, are simply the one that suffers more from diabetes complication, because we don't take our health very seriously enough. So if you are happy to get on board this, it's just a 7 days detox challenge in order to do something simple to help our health, to prevent diabetes. I need you to go get this simple ingredient for me, and then on the 1st, I'll probably post the video on how you can make the drink. What I want you to do is to make sure that you make this drink every night for at least 7 days. Like every night for at least 7 days. And in order to see how effective this can be, kindly check your body mass index, check your weight and your height before we start. Check it before we start, and then 7 days later, go back and do it again. At the end of the day, your health is your absolute wealth. And what do I need? What do I want you to get? Simple ingredients that you have all around you. I need you to get your cucumber. I need you to go get a piece of ginger. Yeah. I need you to go get your lime or lemon, depending on the one that is comfortable with you. Lime or lemon. If you're in an environment where you can get the live parsley, that would be fantastic. If you cannot, you can get the bottled dried one in any of the Aldi, Tesco's, or any supermarket all around you. Or if you go to the African stores, you can actually get the fresh one, parsley. And if you can't find parsley, you can actually get your mint leaf. And if you're in an environment where you can get aloe vera as well, that would be perfect. If you can get your aloe vera, that would be really, really good. Get the aloe vera. But if you cannot get aloe vera where you are, please, everybody, wherever you are, whether in Nigeria or not, apple cider vinegar is very, very common in our environment. Go to Holland & Barrett, go and get this. Get this ready. We are going to be starting this challenge on the 1st of April, and it's going to run for 7 days concurrently. I'm just doing this video to create the awareness. I'll be doing a lot of talk around it as the day goes by, in order to encourage us. And why am I doing this? There is a UK-wide campaign going on currently about type 2 diabetes awareness, which is being spearheaded by Diabetes UK. It's a foundation, it's an organization that deals with diabetes issue in the whole UK, and they are running this challenge, but I'm not sure whether the Black minorities are actually keying into that challenge yet. And if there is any community that needs awareness about type 2 diabetes more, it is our community. I know that because we have the highest rate of type 2 diabetes currently in London. Type 2 diabetes is almost like the illness of the Black man. They call it the lifestyle diabetes. So the reason I'm making this is to give you a simple recipe, a simple change you can make that will actually reduce your risk of either developing it or help you to manage it if you currently suffers from type 2 DM. One great thing about that type 2 diabetes is that once you make a change to your lifestyle, you begin to see the difference. The impact is almost instantaneous. It's immediate. The impact is almost immediate. So the whole idea is to go on a 7 days challenge. You have a choice of either water challenge. I'm going to be doing that. It's 7 days of drinking 3 liters of water every day in order to flush our system of toxins. Water is one fantastic way of clearing out a lot of dirt of our system. We all don't drink enough water. But the good thing is that the weather is changing now. It's becoming sunny now. So we actually don't have any excuse. Once you start to drink water, you realize that you're passing more urine. Your mental alertness, you become sharper. And it's even good for beauty as well. Your skin gets clearer. That is one. The second one, which is the major one, is the fact that I want all of us to detox together just for 7 days to key into that initiative that is being run by Diabetes UK. Because I know my people generally don't look out for news like that, but it's a UK-wide campaign for 1 week. Between the 1st and the 7th of April is the Diabetes Awareness Week, Type 2 Diabetes Awareness Week, which is the one you call the lifestyle diabetes. And this is the diabetes that affects about 90% of the population of everybody that has diabetes. That's the one I talk about. Because the other one, which is the gestational diabetes in pregnancy, once you give birth to the baby, that goes. Or the type 1, usually that's genetics. People can't control that. But the one that kills a lot of people, that destroys us as a community, is the type 2 DM. And I know that a lot of Nigerians suffers from that. My father has been diabetic for well over 25 years. He's got a lot of complications now as a result of that. The good thing about diabetes, type 2 diabetes though, is if you are at risk and you make a lifestyle change, you can actually prevent yourself from developing it. And even if you're already on insulin, if you make a lifestyle change, and what are these lifestyle change? Begin to eat healthy, introduce gentle exercises to your daily routine. You can actually go from the point of taking insulin to the point where you no longer need insulin injection anymore. I've seen a lot of that in practice, that people stop taking insulin, they are now back on tablets. And I've seen people that were on metformins, medication for diabetes, and they actually stop. Now their diabetes is now diet control. So this is like free campaign I want to do, and I want people to join me on this. Just go and get these 5 ingredients ready against the 1st of April. I will do it, and I'll be posting the pictures, and I want you to do it as well. It wouldn't cost you a lot of money. Maybe maximum £5 is all you need. Get your cucumber, get your ginger, lemon or lime, depending on where you are. And can I stress though, if you are someone that suffers from stomach acidity, please don't use lime or lemon. You can swap your lemon or lime for celery. It will give you almost the same effect without that level of acid in it. So in order not to give you ulcers or gastritis or things like that. So if you suffer from stomach acidity, change your lemon or lime to celery. You can get celery everywhere as well. And celery has a lot of water too. So that will help. And if you are in an environment where you can get the fresh parsley, that is perfect. But if you can't find the fresh parsley, this is the one I use. It's the bottled one. I buy this from Aldi. It's the dried one. So you can get the dried parsley. That is equally good. And if you can't find parsley, you can use the mint leaf or mint leaf, parsley, or even some people use cinnamon. But this is readily available because of all of them, parsley is the best. Because parsley has got a lot of anti-cancer agents in it. It's really, really good for cancer prevention, especially for women. And if you haven't seen my video this morning, we're talking about breast cancer with one of our ladies. Please go and watch that video. Very informative as well. So parsley, I love parsley because it's got a lot of anti-cancer agents in it, and anything that can help us prevent cancer as we grow older, it helps. And the number 5 is apple cider vinegar. Some people cannot tolerate apple cider vinegar. That is fine. If you can't tolerate it, you can just use all the 4 ingredients together, or you can go get the aloe vera. If you can find the fresh aloe vera, perfect. The only thing though is aloe vera is a bit bitter, so some people can't tolerate it. However, the one that Holland and Barrett made, they've diluted that. The juice is not as bad, so you can get that as well. So what I want us to do, in order to benefit from this campaign in our community, you can actually share this video with people in your church or mosque or whatever. I want us to engage our community a lot on this. Because type 2 DM is so rampant in our community, it's so rampant within the Black community. In fact, the statistic is so high for us as a people. So get all these ingredients. So from 1st of April, we're going to start drinking a lot of water, 3 liters of water. And what we will do with this drink is we'll blend it together. I have a video already on it anyway, so I can share that later. So we can blend it. If you're brave enough, if you're very, very brave enough, you can drink the mix first thing in the morning and last thing at night. If you want to test whether this is effective or not, what I can say is go to your local pharmacy or any Boots or any super drug or any health store around you. Check your weight, check your height, get your BMI before you start. And then after these 7 days of this challenge, go back and do it again and tell me the difference. Again, before we start, check your blood pressure as well and look at the difference it's going to make. And if there's anyone that has a lot of abdominal fat, this is one simple recipe that you can introduce that will actually help you with abdominal fat as well. If you've been on my page for a while, you will know that I used to be quite big. 2 years ago, I was a whooping size 22. I was so, unhealthy. I was so unhealthy and I was on a lot of analgesic, a lot of painkillers. But now all that has changed. All that has changed and I'm thankful to God for it. But these are some of the routines I make. Oh, thank you, my sis. Someone is endorsing it. These are some of the changes I've introduced. But when I came across that, I actually got an email that, talk about diabetes awareness, because you all know I'm a nurse. And I said, well, okay, why not? Let's do this. Because as a kidney specialist nurse, one of the things we emphasize a lot is diabetic management. Because 2 ailments that lead to development of kidney failures, in case you don't know, is actually type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, especially within the Black community. Those 2 conditions are the major reason why we have high prevalence of kidney failures in our community. And it's really, really sad because type 2 DM is completely preventable. You can prevent yourself from developing it, and so is high blood pressure. There are so many food we can introduce that can help us to manage our blood pressure easily. Things like beetroot. If you eat oats every day, oats and beetroot every day, they will help to stabilize your blood pressure. And I know in this community where we are very stressed. Majority of us are under a lot of pressure. There are immigration issues. Most ladies are single parents. Lots are going through divorce. There is money worries. So I understand why things like that can happen. But what I need to emphasize, though, is in the midst of all that, our health is so important. The only way we can be useful to ourselves and our community is to make sure we eat healthy. The balance of good life is actually on a scale of 70% of good nutrition and 30% of activities. If you are able to do that, you can pretty much say, you know what, it's very possible for me to live an illness-free life. Don't get me wrong, I'm not God. Sometimes some things will happen, like unprepared. Maybe accident happens or you become sick for no reason. Even if that happens and you normally eat well or eat healthy, do you know that your recovery is actually going to be quicker and far faster and easier than someone who wasn't eating healthy before? Like when people are going for surgeries, one of the things they emphasize now is go and eat healthy, lose a little bit of weight before you come to the table. Because once you lose weight before you go for surgery, you actually heal quicker and faster. Research has proven that. So I want us as a community to benefit from this afternoon. So go and get these ingredients. This week I'm going to be online a lot because I really want to maximize this campaign. Kindly help me share this video. If you notice I've not talked about any products, it's simply because I want to create awareness in our community. I really want us to start to think about what we can do to improve our health as a community. We are being used as nasty statistics, and that is worrying. Now, when Black people have breast cancer, when Black ladies have breast cancer, we tend to die more than a white person will die. Why? We don't take care of our health. Another reason is that most of these medications that they sell to us to use, they were not researched for Black people. So it feels like they don't work on us. It's not as if they don't work. It's simply because they were not developed for us to use. So what is developed for us to use? Modern nature. Why? Our parents back in Africa, they live longer and healthier. And why? They were taking a lot of herbs. They would drink bitter leaf. All of them, they were used to all of that. We don't. When they drink all this bitter leaf and all these things they drink, they are detoxing their system. An average Black person in the UK or abroad, we don't detox. We actually don't understand that concept of detoxing. So and we go on to eat a lot of heavy carbohydrate food, and yet we do not exercise as well as the people. We are so laid back and we don't prioritize our health. This is the reason why it feels really sad when you see a young black woman diagnosed with breast cancer. 9 out of 10 times, they tend to die. But it's not the same for white people. Why is that? Because the management, and this is the same group of people that take the same medication, you know, they give them the same chemo. How come we don't get good response from those chemotherapies? Because they were not researched for us as a people. This is the reason why I'm so passionate about using what God has given to us, what we were grown with as a people, to actually use that to begin to heal ourselves from within. Our foods are so powerful. African food are so powerful. We've got a massive amount of nutrients, phytonutrients in fruits and vegetables. It's the only way to go. If you want to live an illness-free life, it's nothing but fruits and vegetables. And these days, if you know you cannot eat fruits and vegetables, go and get the fruits and vegetables in capsules. I got some of them. Load your system with nutrients and phytonutrients. You will notice a lot of difference. So going forward, let's just start from something simple. Commit yourself to a simple change today. Go and spend £5 wherever you are. Get this ingredient ready. From the 1st of April, we are all going to do that together. By the 7th of April, we will complete that challenge. And I would love to get feedbacks, by the way. Let me know how you feel after doing this. And if anybody wants to take that forward, we can then embark on, aggressive weight loss journey. There are so many things happening now that can help. Gone are those days that women sit there, we are worrying for no reason. We don't enjoy our lives. Husbands are complaining because you're too big. There's no reason for that anymore. You don't actually have to become skinny person before you are healthy. It's a process. Start it and you will grow into, you will be amazed. And once you start, your system will begin to crave for it anyway. So if you don't know, let me recap. So because I've got to go pick the kids now. Get your cucumber, get your ginger, get your lime or lemon, whatever you can find. But if you have stomach acidity, please don't use lime or lemon, use celery instead. Use celery instead to prevent the acidity. Go get your parsley or mint leaf. If you can find the fresh one, perfect. If you can't find the fresh one, you can use the dried one. It's absolutely fine. And the last but not the least is if you can get aloe vera in your area, fantastic. That gives the best results. But if you can't get aloe vera, I know everybody has access to apple cider vinegar. What we will be doing with it is we'll mix it. You drink this mix first thing in the morning and last thing at night for 7 days. If you cannot tolerate that, at least make it every night and let's see how close we are to getting rid of type 2 diabetes in our community. I want us as Black people to be involved in that campaign. Put the hashtag on your pages, hashtag type 2 diabetes, because it's a massive awareness campaign for the whole week. So 1st of April to 7th of April is the awareness week for type 2 diabetes UK-wide. You can be involved. Talk about it in your church. Get people involved in it. Share this video to your friends and colleagues. Let every one of us detox together as a community, and slowly, progressively, before you know it, we can be rid of all the illnesses that slows us down. Some marriages are crying now because a lot of African men, and I made bold claim on this because I get phone calls a lot from men. They ask me, can your tablet work for libidos and blah, blah, blah. And I said, why would you need medications for that? Oh, because I have high blood pressure and the tablet I'm taking. Say, yeah, I know. You're on ACE inhibitor. You're on Ramipro. You're on things like that. It slows down their manhood. Do you know that once they detox, it can actually help them as well? Once you begin to eat healthy, even that can be improved. Why suffer in your marriages because of the food we are consuming? Why make ourselves prone to complicated lives because of food we are consuming? We know being overweight and being obese is a huge risk factor to the development of all these ailments. Why not let us do something about it from now? If you need me to come talk in your church or mosque, invite me, I'll come. I love awareness talk because I think our community needs this, and it's about time we tackle it heads on. If we can, reduce being overweight and being obese, we can prevent incidences of breast cancers. Are you aware of that? We can prevent the incidences of type 2 diabetes. Are you aware of that? We can reduce our risk of high blood pressure. Are you aware of that? We can reduce our risk of bowel cancers. Are you aware of that? These are things that we never used to have that are now happening to us as a people. 38% of breast cancer incidences is now linked to food, especially within the black ladies. That is really sad. And most of them are actually, you know, like on the big side, because we're used to being big. Being big is not as healthy as we used to think. So it's about time we take that challenge and, you know, approach it, and it starts from now. So I'm gonna go now, but before I go, I'm gonna recap again. 1st till 7th of April, 3 liters water challenge to everyone is going to start. Why? I want us to key into the diabetes awareness campaign. It's a UK-wide campaign. I want the black people to be represented. There is no reason why we should be the statistics. There is no reason why we should be the guinea pigs that they'll be using to test whether the medications are working or not. Prevention is always better than cure. And the only way you can prevent it is by eating healthy. So we will drink a lot of water, and we'll be drinking for 1 full week this mixture. Things you can get around you: your cucumber, your ginger, parsley, lemon, lime or celery, your apple cider vinegar or your aloe vera. What we'll simply do is we'll blend it. I've got a video on that already, so I'm not going to go into that now. We will blend it. We'll drink the mix first thing in the morning and last thing at night for 7 days. And I want you to dedicate yourself to this and see the difference it will make in your health. For you to know whether it's effective or not, between now and Monday that this will start, please go to your local pharmacy or any Boots or any Superdrug around you. Check your weight, check your height, get your body mass index, and check your blood pressure as well. Write that figure down. That is our baseline, because I want you to compare after the 1 week intervention where you are. Then after that 1 week challenge, you will make a decision whether it's something you want to go forward with, whether your life is worth being better for. If you're someone that been depressed, or you know, I know there is so much stress around us, and this particular month of March, it's been a really, really bad month. So many people have died. A lot of people are feeling very sad. I want you to practice something as a giveaway nugget. Starting from today, get a book. Just starting from today, get a book, and every blessed day, start it now. Think of one thing you're grateful for. Do it continuously for 30 days. See how you will feel after that. You know, sometimes things we don't pay for are what gives us the maximum results. Yeah? I call it my 30 days gratefulness challenge. Think about it. What am I grateful for today? Maybe I'm grateful for life. Maybe I'm grateful for good things, good people around me that I can see. Or maybe I'm even grateful for being able to come on Facebook to enlighten the world and meet good people. Think about one thing that is important to you that you're grateful for, and write that every day for 30 days. By the time you flip back into that book after the 30 days, I'm telling you, your life will not remain the same. I want a healthy community for the black people. I want a healthy community for the black woman, because we are the community that don't get to be spoken about in the good way. I love you all, my people. If you haven't seen my video about beetroot and kale, please go and watch that video, because it will benefit any woman that is suffering from fibroid or regular anemia or high blood pressure issue. It's a fantastic mix. You know, that I don't like the concept of taking medication all the time. Your food is powerful enough as your medicine, and let's use it as such. I love you all. I really love you all. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Please share this video for me, and you know what? Let's create the awareness together. Let's make our community the best yet. We have the opportunity to make it better than it is now. I want us to do it together. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and bye for now. Bye.